All right, let's dive right in. We're talking about something that could be the biggest technological shift since, well, the internet. It's called Agentic AI. And look, I know what you're thinking, another AI buzzword, right? But this isn't just a smarter chatbot or a new app. We're talking about a fundamental change in how we work, how we create, really, how we do just about everything. I want you to really let that sink in. The moment AI stops assisting and starts working for you. It sounds simple, right? But the implications are, wow, they're massive. We're not just talking about tools that help us anymore. We're talking about teammates that do the work for us. This completely redefines what AI is.
Okay, so how is this different from what we've got now? To really get why Agentic AI is such a game changer, we have to look at the AI we're all using every single day.
Just think about it for a second. The AI you use today, it basically just sits there waiting for you to tell it what to do, right? You ask it for the weather, it tells you. You ask it to help write an email, it does. But it's always a one-and-done kind of thing. It's totally reactive. It's a powerful tool for sure, but it's passive. It's waiting for your next command.
And this is the absolute core of the whole thing. We're moving from giving AI prompts to giving it goals. See, a prompt is like asking, hey, what's the first step to bake a cake? The AI tells you, and then nothing. It just waits. But a goal? A goal is telling the AI, bake me a cake. See the difference? The agentic AI knows the final destination, a delicious cake, and it figures out all the steps to get there, all by itself. It's literally the difference between a recipe book and an actual chef.
So if we want to get a little more technical, here's the definition. And you got to pay attention to these keywords: autonomous, proactively, and adapt. This isn't about an AI just following a script you wrote. No way. This is a system that can plan on its own, take action, and, this is huge, change its plan if things aren't working. It's designed to use tools, interact with software, and keep going until the job is actually done. Okay, I know this can sound a little abstract. So let's use an analogy that makes this super clear. Just imagine the difference between a really smart, capable intern and a seasoned project manager who's been running things for years. This really lays it all out, doesn't it? That smart intern? That's our current AI. It's great, but you have to give it very detailed step-by-step instructions. It'll do task 1, then come back to you and say, okay, what's next? But the project manager? That's our agentic AI. You don't give it tasks, you give it the final objective. You say, here's where we need to end up, and they just run with it. They don't come back with answers to your little questions. They come back with the finished project, the final outcome.
Okay, the intern versus manager analogy is great. But what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's get out of the theoretical and see an agent in action. So imagine this. You sit down and you give your AI just one single goal. Not a bunch of little prompts like write a tweet about this or find me a stock photo for that. No, you give it one big complex objective. Launch a new marketing campaign. That's it. And here's what's so incredible. The agentic system doesn't just freeze up. It immediately knows what to do. It breaks that huge goal down into a logical plan. It's like, okay, to do this, I need to plan, I need to create the content, I have to execute the launch, and then I need to optimize it. It builds its own roadmap from scratch.
But the really mind-blowing part is the autonomy. The agent goes off and does all of this without you having to check in. It's researching your customers, writing blogs and social posts, using other software to schedule everything. And then, and this is the absolute key, it watches the engagement data come in and adjusts its own strategy to get better results. It's learning and improving in real time, on the fly.
So let's just pause and zoom out for a second. When you have systems that can do all of that, it makes you ask some pretty big questions, right? Like, what does this actually mean for the future of work, for our careers, for entire industries? What we're seeing here is a massive evolution. For the last few years, we've basically thought of AI as really smart chatbots that give us information. Well, that whole era, it's coming to an end. We're now moving into the age of digital workers. These are autonomous agents that don't just give you facts, they deliver actual, tangible results.
And what that means is that our whole idea of what a team is, well, it's about to get a major upgrade. Pretty soon, your project team isn't just going to be you and your human colleagues. It's going to be a blended workforce. Humans and digital workers collaborating side by side, with each one handling the tasks they are absolutely best at.
Okay, so this brings us to probably the most important question in this whole explainer. What about us? How do we fit into this new world? When you have digital workers that can get things done with superhuman speed, what's left for us to do? What becomes our most valuable skill?
Seriously, it's a question we all need to be thinking about right now. If the doing part of the job can be handed off to an AI agent, where do we point our energy? What should we be learning?
Well, the answer might surprise you a little. The most valuable skill of the future, it's not going to be about being the best person at doing the actual work.
It's about being the best at directing these intelligent agents. Your value completely shifts from doing the hands-on work to providing the high-level vision. You become the conductor of an orchestra of AIs. Your job is the strategy, the creativity, and giving clear, powerful goals.
This, right here, is the single most important takeaway. Don't even try to compete with AI on things like speed or raw data crunching. That's a game you're going to lose. The winning move is to direct it. Your real value, your human advantage, is your strategic mind, your creativity, and your judgment to point these incredible tools in the right direction.
So, I'll just leave you with this one last thought. The very idea of a coworker is changing, right now, under our feet. Your next great teammate might not be human at all. The question isn't if this is coming, it's here. The real question is, are you ready for it?